Hiccups in America comes in the middle of a fine-balanced war. And some European leaders are more and more willing to criticize KievSergei SupinskyAFP KYIV. Year and a half of the war. The leaders of Ukraine now have a new reason worry it threatens to remove political chaos on America procure money and weapons. Days after the deputies shelved a vital U.S. plan to send billions of dollars to Kiev. U.S. Parliament Speaker Kevin McCarthy was dismissed by their Republican Party colleagues. In Kiev, the authorities are in a loss of what the next step could be. Despite assurances President Biden and others' most loyal military ally that Ukraine will be determined until defeat of invaders, Ukraine seems unreliable. We are interested in solving things in order to function of American democracy. And thus we can restore a two-party consensus on supporting their national interests by supporting Ukraine. The hiccup in America comes in the middle of a fine-balanced war. And some European leaders are willing to criticize Kiev and to oppose the ongoing support Ukraine. McCarthy's dismissal of historical post-Congress. After voting through an emergency domestic financing package to prevent the closure of government. No other U.S. parliamentary speaker was dismissed before. The Ukrainian government is largely relying on foreign financial and military aid to maintain the economy and expects to buy $42.8 billion from international donors next year. Most of it would come from the United States. However, now that McCarthy is finished, all future U.S. financing limbo. In public opinion, Ukrainian government tried to play influence of turmoil in Washington on war effort, Ukraine. Ambassador Oksana Markarova said in a statement, "For now, Ukraine's defense aid and direct budget aid is an additional $1.23 billion of $1.23 billion in addition to $1.6 billion. An installation, but in particular, there is horror and confusion in Kiev. Well, this is an installation," he said to a Ukrainian deputy Politico. "To be honest, we are watching for now," he said. Ukrainian authorities often avoid expressing public criticisms of the partners in order not to look ungrateful. However, some of them expressed shock this week. After emergency U.S. budget agreement was announced, the Vice President of Parliamentary Parliament Committee Ukrainian Deputy Yaroslav Zheleznyak said, "There is nothing good. But objectively, we have become only hostages of domestic policies," he said. The Ukrainian government insists on establishing constructive relationships with most potential for the Speaker's mission and continues to work with American MPs in the next aid package. Unfortunately, some U.S. deputies find it possible to avoid trade, while more help to Ukraine. The most important message that Kiev should offer is that we can win together and do many good men and women as soon as possible.